What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing my 2021-2022 NFL Pro Bowl start and roster predictions. I hope you guys enjoy the video. And without any further ado, let's get into it. This is basically just going to be I'm going to be predicting the starting roster for both the AFC and the NFC in their rosters for the Pro Bowl. Hopefully, they have it this year. They didn't have it last year, but this will be good. We're not going to be doing the whole predicting injuries or predicting if the Super Bowl like who will win the Super Bowl, and if usually because the Super Bowl two Super Bowl teams, the players from that team do not play in the Pro Bowl. So I'm not going to be doing any of that. It's just acting like it's just a bunch of All-Stars, just acting like it's an NBA All-Star game, but for the NFL. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get into it. Started off with quarterbacks. We have AFC quarterback 1, Patrick Mahomes. Quarterback 2, Josh Allen, and quarterback 3, Justin Herbert. Now, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback probably in the NFL. He had a rough Super Bowl, but definitely still going to have a great year. Josh Allen also, I think QB2 could be good. He turns the ball over a lot, but he has a cannon, and he can run the football, and he's pretty accurate. And then Justin Herbert, I think he could be breaking out this season. Now, I don't think he'll be an amazing superstar, but I think Justin Herbert will make his way to the Pro Bowl, just like Kyler Murray did last season, even though it wasn't a real Pro Bowl. I'm only doing 3 quarterback spots, but if I did 4 or 5, it would probably be Lamar Jackson next, and then maybe Ryan Tannehill. I don't know how I'd have to decide that, but probably like Ryan Tannehill or Baker Mayfield, or Ryan Tannehill, Lamar Jackson QB4, and then probably Tannehill or Baker at QB5. But for the NFC, we got Aaron Rodgers, the reigning MVP, Kyler Murray, the Cardinals, and Tom Brady, the Buccaneers. Definitely could see Tom Brady going off this year. Could see Tom Brady taking a decline. I don't think so, though. Tom Brady's going to they're going to probably want to establish a run game just because they want to save Tom Brady because he's on a long-term contract. He's not on a long-term contract, but he wants to play long. In the Bucs, why would they not want that? And so I think they want to save his arm so that they can have productive stats long term. Kyler Murray, I think, will break out. He's my MVP this season. And then Aaron Rodgers, reigning MVP, still has the same weapons. I don't expect him to be having 48 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, but I could see around 4,300 yards, 40 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions for Rodgers. Honorable mentions: Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson. Now, if I was doing more QB spots, Lamar would be QB4 and Wilson would be QB4 for each conference. And then the running backs, we got running back 1, Derrick Henry from the Titans, running back 2 for Nick Chubb. Derrick Henry coming off 2,000 yards. Nick Chubb, absolute beast. He's got to share time with Kareem Hunt, but 2 very good power backs. But on the NFC, we got more elusive big play running backs in Christian McCaffrey and Dalvin Cook. 2 explosive, elusive backs, and then the AFC is just more 2 hard-nosed, stiff-arm trucking guys. But I think both these guys are worthy. And then the honorable mention: Jonathan Taylor and Austin Eckler for the AFC, and Alvin Kamara and Aaron Jones for the NFC. If they were to be in 3-4 spots, those 2 would be in the AFC, and then those 2 would be in the NFC. So those are my running backs. And then we got the receivers: the AFC wide receiver 1, Stephon Diggs; wide receiver 2, Tyreek Hill; wide receiver 3, Keenan Allen; wide receiver 4, A.J. Brown. Definitely, there's some other guys you can put in here for the AFC. Like you could probably put a guy like an underrated guy, like T. Higgins maybe in here. You could put Julio Jones. You could put Odell Beckham. But these are my main 4. Diggs led the NFL in receptions and yards last season. Tyreek Hill, very explosive, got some amazing speed, great pass catcher too. Keenan Allen, very reliable, can catch the ball at a very good rate. And A.J. Brown, very explosive, hard to bring down. And then the NFC, I could see AJ Brown taking a big step, but with Julio and Derrick Henry, I don't think he will take much of a big step just because there's going to be a lot of other offensive options around him. He's not the only guy. And then the NFC, we got DeAndre Hopkins and Devontae Adams, two of the best receivers in the league, two amazing deep threat jump ball guys. And then we got DK Metcalf, possibly the future of the NFL. And then wide receiver 4, Calvin Ridley. People really haven't looked at Calvin Ridley, but other than Kyle Pitts, the Falcons don't have anything on offense. I mean, they have Mike Davis at running back, and they have Russell Gage as their second wide receiver. But Calvin really is overlooked. He gets a lot of receiving yards this. He gets a lot of receiving yards. He had about 1,300 last season, I believe. I think he'll be up there in the 1,500s with DeAndre Hopkins, with Devontae Adams, and with Stephon Diggs, guys like that. Because Calvin Ridley, very explosive, very good route runner. He's got good speed and he's got great hands. So I think Calvin Ridley definitely should be looked at. And then for tight ends, AFC, we got Travis Kelce and then Darren Waller. I mean, Travis Kelce, great route runner, very reliable, great hands. And then Darren Waller, very quick, also got great route running. So both of these guys are very explosive and very good. And then the NFC, we got two more hard-nosed original tight ends. George Kittle and TJ Hawkinson, they both can block at a good rate. And when they run the routes, they catch the ball and then they throw people off of them. It's very hard to bring those two down. And I think definitely could be a good battle, but Kittle and Hawkinson are great. Kelce and Waller are great. And then the offensive line, AFC, left tackle Ronnie Stanley, left guard Quentin Nelson, center Corey Linsley, right guard Wyatt Teller, right tackle Braden Smith. For the NFC, left tackle David Bakhtiari, left guard Ali Marpet, center Frank Ragnow, right guard Zach Martin, and right tackle Tristan Wirfs. You could tweak some of these, like I could see Joel Bentonio being right guard for the AFC. I could see Shaq Mason or Joe Thuney being right guard for the AFC. For the right tackle, I mean, there's a lot of options, but I think like Orlando Brown maybe. And then NFC, David Bakhtiari, one of the best tackles in the league. Ali Marpet could be replaced. I can't name anyone off the top of my head, but definitely there are some guys out there. And then center Frank Ragnow, Rodney Hudson could be above him. Definitely, I think Rodney Hudson's the best, but I think Frank Ragnow is also very good, so I just chose him. Zach Martin, the best in the league, possibly the best O-lineman in the league. Him and Quentin Nelson. Right tackle, you could go a lot of guys right here. You could go Teron Armstead, but I just think Wirfs did so well as a rookie, and I think he's only going to get better. So I think those are my offensive linemen. And then defensive line, we got AFC, Joey Bosa for the Chargers, defensive tackle DeForest Buckner, and right end Myles Garrett. The NFC, we got Chase Young, Aaron Donald, and Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter coming off an injury, but I think he's a monster when he's healthy. Aaron Donald, we all know him. He's more of a defensive end, but he can play D-tackle. He's a little undersized, but he's got so much power. Size doesn't matter. He could be going up against a 6'7", 400-pound power O-lineman. He could run right through him. Chase Young, also very young talent. It could be very good, very quick, and I think Chase Young definitely will be a Pro Bowler. And then Joey Bosa, DeForest Buckner, Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett was pretty much built in a lab. He's got strength, power, speed. He's got everything. Joey Bosa, very good. And DeForest Buckner, also a very good player. For the linebackers, right outside linebacker, I'm going to go with a dark horse. I'm going to go Matt Judon. Matt Judon looked very good in the preseason game, the Patriots preseason game. Now, I know it's preseason, but he was very explosive right to start. In the first quarter, he made a few great tackles. And so I think Matt Judon definitely could be up there. Great, he was great with Baltimore. I think he could be great with New England. Darius Leonard is now, I believe, the highest paid interior offensive lineman. I think Fred Warner just replaced him or something, but I heard some news like that. So Darius Leonard definitely very good, and T.J. Watt. People will say he got scams for offensive player or defense player of the year, but you can say what you want. I think TJ Watt's still a fantastic player. Definitely will be in the DPOY running this year. For the NFC, we got Zadarius Smith, very underrated right outside linebacker. He's very quick, got power. In the middle linebacker, Fred Warner, possibly the best in the game. He's kind of taken over that role from Bobby Wagner. As Bobby Wagner, I do not have. I think, though, I'm not doing backups, but definitely like backups, you'll have guys like probably JJ Watt, you'll have Bobby Wagner, you'll have Cameron Jordan, you'll have guys like that in the backup. Just starters, I think Fred Warner is the future, and I think he's the current. Chandler Jones coming off an injury could be questionable, but Chandler Jones is still a monster. He can get around the edge, and we don't know his future. Probably will stay in Arizona, but Chandler Jones is a monster, and I think he'll be a starter. For the cornerbacks, AFC, we got cornerback 1, Stephon Gilmore. I think he'll have a bounce-back year after coming back from injury. He's very overlooked. Now, I could see Trey White being cornerback 1. I could see Marlon Humphrey being cornerback 1. It just doesn't really matter because all these guys are superstars, and all of them are great. So it doesn't really mean one's better than the other. It's just all superstars, and it's just where you would put them in the depth chart. Gilmore, very good, and Trey White, also a very good man-to-man corner. Marlon Humphrey can jar the ball loose many times. He did last season. A good physical corner, and he can defend the pass as well. And Xavier Howard, Mr. 10 picks last year. Of course, you got to put him in here. We don't know his future with Miami, like Chandler Jones, but I think he'll stay, and he's a great player. And then for the NFC, possibly the best in the game, we got Jalen Ramsey, and then we got Jair Alexander, who's very good. He's very good, just like Marlon Humphrey, making good big tackles. He can defend the pass, and he can intercept the ball well. James Bradbury is doing very well in New York since he got traded from Carolina. One of the best corners in the league, can intercept the ball, can defend the ball, and I think he's a great player. And then Marshawn Lattimore, one of the most physical corners in the league, can jar the ball loose a lot and can make great pass defense. He can defend the pass, defend the jump ball, do very good with stuff like that. And then we got safeties. Strong safety, Tyrann Mathieu. Free safety, Justin Simmons. Now, there are a lot of guys that could be in here. Minkah Fitzpatrick could be in for free safety. Devin McCourty, I believe, could be in for free safety. So there's a lot of guys you could debate. Marcus May, maybe. But I think I just came to a crossing point, and I had to go with the best guys that I thought. So I went Tyrann Mathieu, Justin Simmons, but like I said earlier, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Devin McCourty, Marcus May, John Johnson, they'll probably all be in as backups, and they definitely will get to see the field. And then NFC, Jesse Bates and Harrison Smith. Jesse Bates, a very good young safety, has a lot of talent. It can intercept the ball well, and he can can do it all. And I think definitely in the future he could be in the future he could be the best in the game. Will be one of the best in the game in the future, but he already is a very good player, so I think he'll be the starting strong safety for the NFC. For free safety, we got Harrison Smith. It was very hard to choose between Harrison Smith and Jamal Adams. I just thought Harrison Smith demonstrated the safety position better than Adams. I think Adams would be better as an outside linebacker because he had 9.5 sacks, but he doesn't intercept the ball, and he doesn't defend. He doesn't make pass breakups a lot. Harrison Smith had 5 interceptions and I believe 10 passes defended while having 70 tackles. Adams had 9.5 sacks with no interceptions and 3 passes defended. So I think Smith demonstrates the position better, and I think he deserved it more. Special teams, we've got Justin Tucker, the GOAT of kickers, possibly. He's got insane power, and you always got to have Justin Tucker as the kicker in the Pro Bowl. Jake Bailey, one of the best in the game for the Patriots. Very good at pinning the ball inside the 20. On punts, can even pin it inside the 10 very well. And Bailey, young punter, definitely will be in the Pro Bowl. Andre Roberts for the Texans was very good with the Bills. The Texans picked him up, and I think he'll be very good with the Texans. He can get into space, and he can make some moves, and that's why he was in the Pro Bowl last year, and I think he will be in it once again this year. Also, another Patriot, we got Gunnar Olszewski. Gunnar Olszewski for the Patriots made a lot of big plays. I believe he had 2 punt return touchdowns this year, but 1 got called back. He may have had 3. But 1 got called back. I know 1 got called back, but he had a few. Gunnar Olszewski, very good. He can get into open space. He can make a man miss. And he can get you into good field position on a punt. He can get you past the 20. And Gunnar Olszewski, I think, will be the punt returner. For the NFC, it was really between Jason Myers, Will Lutz, Mason Crosby, and Younghoe Koo for kicker, but I had to go with Will Lutz. Will Lutz has great range. He can make a lot of kicks, and I definitely think he is the kicker for the NFC. But you could debate a lot of other guys. And then Jack Fox for the Lions as the punter. I did not hear about Jack Fox a lot, but then I saw his stats and I noticed he was pretty good. Initially, I was going to go Johnny Hecker, and then I was like, maybe I can go someone else. And then I was like, Jack Fox. All right, I'll go Jack Fox. So I took Jack Fox, and I think he's a good punter. He's probably one of the best punters in the league, and not always the best makes it to the Pro Bowl. It's sometimes guys who also did well, like Johnny Hecker didn't make it last year, so I think Jack Fox will make it the Pro Bowl once again. Then we got Cordell Patterson for the Falcons. The Bears shouldn't have gave up on this guy. I know it's a lot to pay a guy who's just going to receive punts, but Patterson can get the ball and he can make a man miss. He can go through somebody in what I mean truck, but he can get you in good field position and on a punt. They punt it from the 30 and they punt it to your 20 maybe. He can get you to the 40 because he's strong, he's physical, he's fast, and he's great at what he does. Patterson, very good in the Wildcat too, but I think Patterson, one of the best kick returners in the game, and he can definitely get you past the 20. That in some guys, he can do what some guys can't, and he can get into open space. He can make a man miss. So I think Cordell Patterson is good for the kick return position. And then Deontay Harris. Deontay Harris, he's a short guy, but he's very quick. He makes a man miss, and he gets you in a good field position. And I think he's a lot like Gunnar Olszewski. I just think he's a little quicker and a little more shifty. So I think Deontay Harris is a good pick. And there you have it, my 2021, 2022 NFL Pro Bowl starting roster predictions. These are it if you want to just look at them again. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what you think about these. Tell me what you would change and what you agree with. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.